Hi, fangirl. I'm just getting this set up here. That was a really good clay tonight. That was a lot of fun. So I'm gonna play this course here. This is that one that the Banff one. Remember I talked about it a few streams ago, like, or a few. Yeah, and the games are fun. Are fun too. In the end, like it's hard to think of players' names for me, like, especially in the Eastern teams, like, and it always goes so fast. Like when clay comes on, it always the time just zips by. We had a tornado warning, or oh no, that must be scary. Like, we're fortunate here, we don't really have the extreme weather events like they do in some parts of the world, like you see on the news, like the hurricanes and all that. It's scary. And here we go.
Hello there, my name is John McCarthy, and I would like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K23. Today we start with a par 4 first hole. Now let's
even in Victoria, like where I live, Esquimalt area, we hardly ever get the thunderstorms, but we do get is the high winds. So sometimes, and if you go down by Dallas Road, which is near Biggindale Park, sometimes the water can go right on the road, like, and they'll actually shut the road down at times.
And this one's about 125 yards out.
It'd be nice to get this in from here, but oh. That's good, Riley. I watched Storm Chasers and have seen some nasty storms on the streams there.
Okay, we're on the green. Okay, here's a 24-footer.
I think we talked about this before. Wasn't there a movie that was out in the 90s? Twister or something, and they were chasing the storms, or...
Looking really good.
Yeah, because you see the flash,
today.
Right?
Just a
then you hear the big boom.
Well, that's
after. It can be frightening, like. We didn't see the replay, but that's okay.
Currently sitting at 1 under par.
That was quite a few in donations tonight on the clay stream. That's
wind is blowing left to right.
Like, I've never seen that many memberships donated in one sitting. There might have been one like a year ago when Jason Lim donated quite a few, but oh yeah, it's going to be neat. Yeah, I saw that. He's quite young now, and Giuseppe signed a new contract, and
second shot here on the second.
So I think it's good in a way we are winning these games, because it shows the coaching staff and management what players can do for next season. And it makes it exciting for the fans too. Nobody wants to go to a game and have them like lose or get blown out.
Chip on that one. You've got this left to save your par. Okay, let's see what the next hole has in store for us. After that one, you'll stay right there at 1 under par.
Since you have PS4, maybe you
Loading up
can
for
alternate
par
golf.
5 here.
I, d- I don't have the NHL 23 yet, but I can probably get it. I actually have all the NHL games going back, not to brag or anything, but I actually have all the NHL games going back right from 1995. It would be fun to play the game on here.
Oh, come on now. That's not what you deserve. Okay, we are in the deep stuff currently. All right, back in the fairway. I'm liking that.
I'd have to practice the hockey a bit before, because I always seem to get checked off the puck like. But there's different skill levels you can put on. I'm sure if I put on a medium level, I'd be good. Well, you know what? I have not this year's version of the baseball.
Yep,
but last year's, and it's good. So what I do there is, since I'm not very good at the fielding, I have the fielders help me. But then again, I got to put it on, like right now I got the lowest skill level. If I bump it up, that would be fun. You could play different teams. Like, back about maybe 5,
but I have confidence in you.
or more than that, about 7 years ago, I used to play it like quite a bit online. I was playing this one lady in the States, Amanda. Like, we almost played every night. Like,
okay,
she was going through a tough time at the time. Basically, she thought her husband took off on her and left her, but we found out in the end he did leave her briefly. But he went away for a few months because he had an addiction to drugs, and he went to a rehab place, and they're back together as far as I know. Okay, this is one of my favorite holes in the game right here. Yeah, I like this one. Try Road to the Show mode custom player. It's fun if you could be a pitcher or a catcher.
Well, better luck next
if you're bad
time.
at fielding. Yeah, the pitcher would be fun. I've done that in an older version now, but that would be the funnest. Like,
it's setting up in the green side rough.
Or even in the hockey, I could do the create a player mode. Like, that would be super fun. WE.
This putt is at about 14
The wrestling,
feet.
no, I haven't done that one. Hi, Tyler. Back in 1995, we got, me and my girlfriend at the time, Heidi, when we were living together, we got the Sega Saturn, and we played a lot of the Virtual Fighter. That was fun to do that. But yeah, the Road to the Show with baseball season coming up, that's a great idea.
All right, you're going to stick right there at 1 under after that one. And this one's around 140 yards to the pin.
I gave my PS4 to family after I got a Nintendo Switch. That probably did me.
Well done.
Started playing late.
This putt for the birdie.
The game slash it goes into cycles with me. Like, I've got the PlayStation Portable, the original one, I guess it is. Well, not the and before that, back in the 90s, I actually was one of the few people to get the PlayStation. No, not PlayStation. The Sega Nomad. That was kind of a neat one to get back in the day. Oh, we went off the...
Setting up a 5-foot putt here.
Yeah, being up since 5:30 today. I had to be at work at 7. We did a catering thing for about 150 people. They were all to do with, I think the boss said they were to do with security, cyber security experts, computer experts. They had a conference in town, so that was interesting. Like, I didn't get to go to it, but...
for the day. Careful out there, the wind's blowing right to left. This tee shot should play.
From a rage. By accident, yeah. For some reason, my PS4 controller here, it only works if I have it plugged in. It won't charge anymore. Oh, hi, Lucas. How you doing? Good to see you again. Yeah, I'm off tomorrow so I can do the round tonight. And yeah, they're about $80 for the controllers, or maybe more for the PS5. Yeah, I am going to upgrade someday, but the TV I'm playing on here, it's 37, no, it's about a 42-inch, and it's a 1080p. If I get the PS5, I'd almost have to get a new TV. That's a 4K TV.
And 4 feet to go.
But no, you're not stupid. Like, we all get rage sometimes with different things. Like, it's all right. But what I would do with this TV, I would give it to Shannon. She could have it in her bedroom, like, apparently. Like, the TV in the living room is a 65-inch. You don't really need to... Yeah, oh, well, that's good to know, Lucas. Yeah. I don't need to... Yeah, because everything is money, 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 right? The TV in my living room is a 65-inch. But as you've seen the picture of this, it's I'm sitting in a seat from a car.
Whoops, that's not great.
Yeah, before the 65, I had a 50-inch, which I gave to Shannon, so she has that in her living room, which is kind of neat. Because before she had a 32. So the 32 she had went in her bedroom where she had the 14, an old 14-inch TV, and I mounted the 14-inch TV right next to my 65-inch. Only feel like amazing, but it works great. Even though you upgraded to a 40-inch. Where I've got my setup here, like right above here. Well, actually, you can see part of the shelf. Well, you can't see the shelf in the video, but there's a shelf here that's got 2 bikes on it, so it sort of overhangs the TV a little bit. So if I did get a bigger TV, I'd have to be careful. I remember we moved to Victoria in 78, so in 1980 my mom and dad bought a brand new TV for the living room, and it was one of those old 4-console ones, and it was the first time we had a remote. Yeah.
In the green side rough. Let's go.
Back over here, there's a 37-inch 1080p TV that I got in. Well, it's not even a TV; it's like a monitor that I got back in 2008, and back at the time I thought that was pretty big. It's so heavy though, but it still works, so I don't want to get rid. I don't like getting rid of things. Like, And you've seen my setup when I watched the Clay thing. It's on the left over here, and that's a 27-inch monitor with an old computer from 2007. Next to it, I got a laptop that's a year old, and above that, mounted on the wall in the corner, as you've probably seen before, is an old 14-inch LCD TV from, oh gee, I guess 2008 or 9. Okay, sometimes I'll be watching a game on that when I'm watching Clay, but have the sound off or low. Well, this is weird here. I didn't hit it nearly hard enough.
And for the double bogey.
It's way up there, so we got to hit. I guess last time I didn't hit it hard enough, obviously. There we go. You watch, I will go in and a total fluke. Nope.
4 feet to the cup.
Yeah, and most of us have the smart TVs now, or at least heard of them. But like back when I had the original one in 2008, I actually had a computer connected up to it, and that's how I would watch like videos and stuff. Because in those days, people downloaded a lot of movies illegally, like through the torrent system. Yeah, the TV in the living room is Roku, and same with the one in the bedroom. But to get the, since NHL doesn't have the app anymore to watch the games, or I had to get the Google thing and watch it through Sportsnet. Because I don't have cable, I just have the internet. All right, the Shaw, I think it's Gigabyte, and I subscribe to the Sportsnet for the Canucks. But a lot of time I just watch it on the phone anyway, like, or like I hardly have the big TV on in the living room. I guess because since I'm in a condo, so it's not too loud, I usually wear headphones, like.
Okay, this one for par.
We're going to get a par here. That's good news.
And the putt drops and we're moving on. All right, you're sitting at 2 over.
You want to know a secret? Unless I'm at a watch party or R8's up, I don't want that game a personal jinx. Yeah, that's understandable.
Good gracious, you absolutely lit that one up.
But you sure bring them luck with the scoreboard thing, because that's a hard arena to get on the scoreboard, I'd imagine, because it's so big, like.
Setting up here about 190 yards or so to the pin.
It's tiny. It opened up at 95, right, or around there.
Long.
So it's getting a bit up there in age, like. Yeah, because the old Coliseum, it opened up in 68, didn't it? 1968, and they played there to 1995-ish. So it's almost the same lifespan. And the one that makes me feel old is the Calgary Saddle Dome, because it opened up just prior to the 1988 Olympics, and they're already saying that's old. The scoreboard looked pretty good to me when I was at the game, but I guess other arenas have even better stuff now, eh?
Over par if you sink this.
Yeah, 95, that's right. Because 94 they went to the finals, Right, the 94-95 season was the first year there in a shortened lockout season, I believe.
This one's a 10-footer. Oh, it's getting there.
I think BC Place was 83, wasn't it?
Nice putt.
Because in my grade 6 year, we had a day trip over to Vancouver, and we saw Capline Suspension Bridge, Grouse Mountain, Chinatown, and we were supposed to go through BC Place, but we didn't get a chance to because
now on the 10th hole.
Parts to be replaced and the jumbo tender getting hard to find. 82, that's right, yeah. But anyway, we didn't get to see the tour because somebody made a mistake with our group, and back in those years in 83 they didn't have cell phones like we do today. Like,
come on, ball, bite.
That's okay, fangirl. Yeah, I've never been in BC Place. It's hard to believe. Like,
we're all right. We're putting. Everything is good. Okay, here's your putt for birdie.
After the Olympics, yeah. Back several years ago, I did know somebody that was on the dance team for the Lions, but I never got a chance to go over to the game. Like,
no, that's going right by the hole, isn't it?
it would be. I wouldn't mind going to BC Place for like an event, like a car show or something like that. I don't know if they even do those anymore. Because back in the days, they would have the BC Auto Show. That'd be kind of neat to see.
Well, it's going right by the hole. All right, let's tap her on in and continue on our way. And currently sitting at 3 over par. Teeing it up now in a par 4.
I was in the Pacific Coliseum in 2000. I have no memory of it, as I was only 7 or 8. That would have been a good concert to see. I have a DVD of her, and it's actually quite good. I put it on once in a while. BC Place post rent is absolutely incredible. I have legit excuse to go. My day job has a partnership with the Lions sensory friendly games. I think that's good. That's good to have that. It's amazing how built up that whole area is downtown where the arena is on BC Place. Because back when it first opened up, it wasn't like it is now.
Bring things down to
it was exciting to go to that game last year when they opened the dome up in the summer. Bring sunglasses, absolutely. Oh, they've got a retractable dome now, don't they? Or that's kind of neat.
Get there. Great work grabbing the birdie.
I wonder if the Canucks will ever play another outdoor game in BC somewhere. Because I know they had that one in BC Place, but that wasn't outdoor, that was inside. But
and after that, you're sitting at 2 over par. And teeing off now in a long par 4.
Well, the Heritage Classic game, yeah. The new reno was money well spent, yeah. Was that private money or a bit of both? Is it owned by the province or who owns the stadium?
All right, first cut, let's do this. on that approach, but that's okay.
Yeah, when I was in the Canucks game a year ago, you can tell it's not a new building.
Go down for the birdie.
Look, this says BC Place is owned by, or provincially owned.
Look at that.
Maybe we get a Winter Classic or stadium game. Yeah, that Vancouver would be a part of. That would be good. They should have played Seattle in Seattle, but
one over for the day. Blowing left to right.
It would probably cost too much money to make a portable stadium. I guess at either Whistler or Cypress Bowl, I guess. Yeah, it would be kind of a neat to do a Stadium Series game. Or
all right, here's our second shot on the 13th.
yeah, it wasn't a true. And that whole thing with
okay, we could save here with this putt.
Luongo, like who played the goal? It wasn't Luongo. It was who played a net that game? It wasn't Luongo. It was that other guy that's not with the team. He went somewhere else to play after that. It wasn't Schneider. It was
And the putt drops. There's your par.
Oh, I can't remember the guy's name. Eddie Lack. That's right. Yeah.
Okay, one over on the round currently. And you're teeing up on a par 4 for this one.
Eddie Lack. Yeah, good old Eddie Lack. See if I click here to see participants, it only shows people that have participated in the chat because there's 9 people here, but only a few people have commented, which is all right.
This one's about 130 yards away. This one's your third. There's a 6-foot putt.
Do we have Canucks after dark tomorrow night too? Does anybody know?
This putt's going.
Or did they say they're going to delay it this week?
Good job. That's dropping on in for par.
Because Clay didn't mention it tonight. I'm still waiting on what the new NHL jerseys will provide. Yeah, the provider will be. Yeah, I wonder who that's going to be.
And after that one,
there's Scott Fox, the great Scott Fox. He was in the same high school I was back in the day. Late 1980s. So who has the jersey rights now for the NHL?
And good luck with your.
And they're not going to renew their contract, 15th. I guess I take it, eh? We got to go here because it's. What makes me feel old is when I started working for the Canucks, it was only the second year of the Adidas Scott Fox. We won the pizza at the Friday Royals game. Oh, you were there with your family. That's cool. It's too bad they didn't win that game, but they'll be back. Well, yeah, that game I was in my regular seat. For the Friday's game, I was in my regular seat in Section 105, which is row V behind the net where we shoot twice. The game on Saturday, the most recent game, I was up in above 104 with Shannon because she was there with her wheelchair because she uses that for the games. because her friend Charlene was not there. If Charlene's there, I'm in 105. She's not there, I'm in 104. Which is almost like being in a skybox that's got open air, like.
Shot. And this one for the par. Okay, sitting at 1 over par.
It joined in 2018, not long ago already, eh?
16th hole is upon us here. Let's see what happens.
Lucas, me and Fangirl and the other chatters were talking about earlier before you came, said that I might do the road to the show baseball for some of these streams, or do a player in the NHL 22 or 23. That would be fun. How was Shannon doing? Did she end up?
Okay, setting up here about 1.
No, she didn't get COVID at all. We were lucky there. I had it a few weeks ago, and I missed some work. Yeah, the baseball's good because I can still watch the chat and talk at the same time. Like if I'm doing the driving game, it would be hard. The hockey would be good. Well, baseball junkie, that would be fun. Yeah. So we're thinking I should be a pitcher, but I got to have it on a level that I won't get frustrated playing. So we'd be probably going with the auto fielding. But I just got to teach myself not to swing at every pitch. Because that's what I usually do, like.
Five-foot putt here. Looking good. Good stroke. And you're sitting at 1 over for the round.
Yeah, this is a good format, either doing this or the baseball.
In front of you on this one.
At a time that nobody else, at least none of the main people, are doing a stream. I had a COVID scare in December leading to early January. 2 of my family members that lived with me a few days after Christmas, not for fun. Yeah, you're lucky you were. See, I didn't even know I had it at first. See, what happened, I had a really sore throat, and I wanted to go see my doctor. And they said, have you done a COVID test recently? Can you do one before you come in? And I did it, and I tested positive, and they said, well, you've got to miss work a week considering you're in your food service. Right? Then I phoned my boss, and he said, that's true if you're testing positive. But as soon as you don't test positive, come back. Leading over to see Tyler, I had put COVID in. I'm not saying it's over, but honestly, it's hard to think the pandemic is now. Yeah, that's true. People are moving out. Like people are still getting it, but we're not freaking out. But oddly, when I went to visit Shannon in the hospital last week, I had to wear a mask going in, and I also had to show my vaccine card. So the Special Olympics floor hockey's over for the year. It ended about 3 weeks ago. And I might help out at Lambrick a bit with the track and field this year. This is that I've been doing it 20 years. Right, and I don't live in the Gordon Head area anymore. I live in the Esquimalt. Like you know where the school is. Scott Fox, Lambrick, and you know where the Gordon Head Middle School is. Well, in front of Gordon Head Middle School, there's a pathway. I used to live up on the pathway in Tampico, but since I'm in Esquimalt, it's a lot harder for me to get to the school.
That was good. Okay, about 2.
Yeah, so the hospital's here. You still got a mask up, and you still got to show a vaccine card, which I have it on my phone anyway. Oh, it looks like we're on the final hole. And I don't know if any of you guys have been to a hospital to visit anybody. Like at the hospital here, the Victoria General one out in Helmken. When you go in the main entrance at the front, you've got to talk to a couple of people. Like they're volunteer people, and they're the ones that check to see if you got your card and all that. before, in the height of COVID, they wouldn't let you have any visits in. Like, you couldn't go in. Like, so I would go try to see Shannon, but I would have to, like, if she needed stuff, I'd have to put it in a bag or something, and they would take it to her. Well, yeah, I packaged a delay for getting into Canada from the States. Yeah, it's over. But hopefully we'll never go through anything like this in our lifetime again with another virus. Like, it was really shocking, like, how fast it came on. Like, when it first happened, I thought, oh, like, this will just be a week or so. Like, we'll be out. Like, the Royals canceled a couple games. Oh, we'll be back.
All right, this one for par.
But when they start shutting down the NHL and Major League Baseball and pro sports, okay, this is real. If they're not going to play games, or they're going to play with no people,
and that's it.
It's scary.
Today. And as you finish up your round, 1 over par. Well, I had
so that was a fun
today. I am happy that you brought me along for the ride. And
game today. I think I'll end it here because we've just had an hour and a half of Clay and this, which is, and I'm pretty tired. So maybe in a couple of days when we do this again, we'll have, has anyone noticed after COVID that everyone abandoned? No, I didn't notice that. So we're gonna call night and we'll see it tomorrow. Did we determine there's Canucks After Dark tomorrow with Parker and Clay, or no? I guess I'll wait for the notification. But we do have Clay tomorrow night for sure. We don't actually know, but that's okay. Okay, so thank you so much for watching the channel, and you're obviously subscribed to my channel if you're seeing this. Oh, 2 more people have come in, but we're actually just shutting down 2 new people. So watch it on the replay. Thank you so much, and have a good night. On the long-term care facility for people with disability, and of course old folks, we had to stay in for a few weeks at the beginning. Yeah. Okay, have a good night, and thank you so much.